In this nitty-gritty basics Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg at Mahjong Time. We're playing at Mahjong Time today for a specific reason, and I'll get to that in just a minute. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you for being here. If you're new to the game, write new in live stream chat. Today's topic is how to score, which is a basic topic. So it's perfect if you're new to the game, or if you've been playing and you were never taught how to score or how to play for money. Not that scoring means you have to play for money, but it's all on the same thread, I guess you could say. I want to say thank you to the moderators who will be helping monitor chat today. This is a nitty-gritty format, so no socialization, please. If you would like to hang out and socialize while we play Mahjong, join us on Friday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Today, we're going to focus on how to score, hand value, and payout. The reason we're going to play at Mahjong Time is because their payout is as intended by the National Mah Jongg League. Albeit there are dragon chips involved at Mahjong Time, which we can talk about, but that is a little bit different than the actual scoring. So I'm going to share scoring with you today in a short presentation, and then we'll do gameplay with commentary, and hopefully there'll be some examples on the manner of win, because that determines the payout. Thank you for being here. Also, I want to say welcome to Marianne, who joined as a channel member, and thank you to all channel members who support MAHJLIFE. If you want to know the different ways that you can support MAHJLIFE, there's a list in the video description below, and becoming a channel member is one of those ways. You could also support MAHJLIFE just by watching my videos, for which I'm grateful. All right, let's get started. How to score. Let me present. All right, here we go. How to score. We're going to talk about hand type, hand value, and then payout. When you look at a card, next to each combination or hand, there's a column with the X or C. X means that a hand is exposable, meaning you can claim a discard to make an exposure, or you're going to see a letter C, which means that hand is concealed. Some people also call that closed. Closed or concealed, either way, as you develop the hand, you can only pick from the wall until you're ready to win. When you're ready to win, then you can claim a discard if it's your winning tile and declare Mahjong. So there are two types of hands, exposable and concealed, X and C. Then when you think about hand value, hold on, let me catch up on the slide. These are, in this case, this particular card, this is the American Mah Jongg card that I use in a lot of my videos. The exposable hands are all highlighted in green here. And you can see that there's more of these kinds of hands than concealed, clearly. Most of the hands are exposable. Also, in the very far right margin on each panel of any given card is the value. The value of the hand is relative to the level of difficulty. So if you're playing a 25-point hand, you could see in there that it's got maybe there's a few hands with singles and pairs, but mostly they're made up of big multiples, pong, and even quints. Well, quints are higher value, but for the most part, singles, pairs, and big multiples for 25-point hands. Then we have 30-point hands, and these typically have at least 3 pair, or maybe you're going to see singles, pairs, pungs, a mixture in that particular type of hand. 35-point hands are typically concealed with singles, multiples, pairs, and pungs. And typically there are going to be more pairs in the concealed hands than in the exposable hands. And sometimes you'll see 30-point concealed hands and sometimes 35-point concealed hands. The league is an enigma, and they are human beings who can make mistakes or just not be consistent on the card. For example, if you look at the concealed hand under evens, we have a hand with 4 pair and 2 pungs. And then let's see, where's another example? Let's see, 4 pair, 2 pungs. Maybe that's the wrong example. Okay, here's an example. The concealed consecutive hand, 4 pungs in a pair, 30 points. The other example, similar, the same shape, 4 pungs in a pair under 369 concealed, 30 points. However, in odds, 4 pungs in a pair, the order of the shape is different, but you still have 4 pungs in a pair, and that's 35 points. So some of these are not consistent. So try not to get hung up on that. It is what it is. Whatever the value is on the card, that's what you get if you happen to win with that particular hand. Also, 40-point hands, these are typically quints. Sometimes quints are 45 points, depending on the difficulty or the number of pairs or number of quints within the hand. And then we have 50-point hands and 75 plus, depending on the year, in the singles and pairs category. Those are where the highest point hands are. So you can see that the more difficult the hand, the higher the value. 25% or 25-point hands are the most common on the card at 67%. Moderately difficult hands, 30 to 35-point hands, 18%. And then the difficult hands are 15%. And those would be 40 to 75-point hands. So you can see that the card is mostly the easier hands. So consider hand value when you're playing. Although let me share one quote with you. Win little, win big, win big, win little. Typically, the easier hands are more often won than someone focusing on only big hands. There may be, if you focus only on big hands in a gaming session, you may win once or twice. But if you focus on the easier hands, you're going to win many more hands than someone focused on a big hand. Win little, win big, win big, win little. So think about that as you're choosing the kinds of hands that you're going to be playing. So let's get back to how to score. When it comes to payout, we have an example here of Winds and Dragons number 1. We have Kong, Pung, Pung, Kong with a joker. The base value in the far right column or the far right margin of each of these panels, that is the base value of a given hand. So this hand is 25 points. That's the base value. If you win by discard, the discarder pays double the base value, and the others pay just the base value because there's a penalty. If somebody's responsible for giving you your winning tile, they're going to pay double the value of the hand. If you win by self-pick, you pick your winning tile from the wall, then everybody pays double the base value. So if I win by discard on this hand, one player, the discarder, will pay me 50 points or cents, penny a point, if that's the way you play. And then everyone else will pay me 25 points or a quarter. If I self-pick, everybody's going to pay me 50 points or 2 quarters. So that is the simplest and most common result or payout. Base value, 25 points. Is everybody with me? I don't see any questions, so we're going to keep going. So win by self-pick is double. The discarder, double. Everybody else pays the base value. If I win this hand that can use jokers, and it has no jokers when I declare Mahjong, the base value doubles. So now the base value is 50 points. So when that happens, if I win by discard, the discard is going to pay double the base value. Because it's jokerless, the base value is double what's on the card. So it's 50 points. They're going to pay me $1 or 100 points. And then the other players will pay 50 points or cents. If I win by self-pick, I'm going to get double that value. Some people call this double-double. Double for being jokerless, double for self-pick, or if you're the discarder, they pay double and the other people pay the base value of the hand. So think about the value on the card as being the base value. If your hand is jokerless and that hand can use jokers, then your new base value is double what's on the card. Incidentally, all the hands in the singles and pairs category cannot use jokers. So the value is built in already on the card. So there's no doubling to be done there unless somebody discards your winning tile. They'll pay double whatever the value is on the card. Does anybody have any questions about a regular hand versus jokerless? Let's say that I have, let's say, a pung of east with a joker on my rack. And then let's say I have a pung of west on my rack, these two middle exposures out. If someone does a joker exchange during the game and I end up with a pure pung, meaning no joker, and I end up winning with no jokers in my hand, I qualify for a jokerless hand, which doubles the base value. Even though there was a joker at one time in one of my exposures. It's whatever the result is. If the result is jokerless, it qualifies to double the base value for a new base value. All right, so now if the winner, when you declare Mahjong, you are responsible for correctly announcing the value of the hand. Whatever value you declare, that is what your opponents will pay. So let's say for that hand, I would say Mahjong, first hand under Winds and Dragons. It's jokerless, so that's 50 points. And the player to my left discarded it, so they pay me 50. So I would say 50, 25 or something like that. So the person who discarded pays me 50 and the other two players pay me 25. But if I self-pick and it's just a 25-point hand, I have a joker in there, let's say, I self-pick, I would say 50 all. Because I self-picked and I have a joker, then everybody pays me double the value of the hand. So I would say 50 all. Sometimes you'll hear people say that. Whatever the points owed, you would just say 50, 25 or 50 all. Now, if it's jokerless, then you would double that base value. The other players, they're responsible for validating the hand. They need to validate the hand, make sure that it's correct, and then also verify that the value of the hand that was stated by the winner is correct. Because whatever payment is given, that's it, it's done. And you move on to the next game. That transaction is complete. So if a mistake is made during the payout portion, whatever happens after payment is received, it's done. So let's say, for example, I forget to say that it was jokerless, and I did a self pick on a hand with no jokers, and I just say, okay, first hand, 25-point hand, I self pick, so 50 all. They pay me, we throw in the tiles, and I say, oh wait, I didn't have any jokers. Too late. I needed to say, this is jokerless, so as a jokerless hand, I get double the value. So this is a 50-point hand, and I drew it myself, so that's a double. You all owe me $1. So you have to say it correctly, and whatever you say is what you're going to get. And then once you receive the payment, it's done. You cannot make any corrections after you've moved on from that game. So you're mixing the tiles. There's no backsies. Whatever you say or announce for the value of your hand, and then you do the transactions. They give you the payout. You accept it, and you move on. That's it. It's done. Okay, so now we're going to play Mahjong, and hopefully we're going to have some examples of jokerless hands, maybe self-pick wins, win by discard. Let's see if we can do some gameplay with commentary, and we'll talk about scoring as we go. Does anybody have any questions about scoring? And this is all standard play. No house rules, because there are house rules that inflate the value of hands. We're not talking about any of that right now. Later, maybe if you are interested, we can look at some house rules on inflation that are popular and that you may run into when you're playing. The last 15 minutes of the game, we can talk about house rules. Oh, thanks, Wes. You were confused about scoring when you first started playing. It can be a little scoring. It could be a little confusing. Yes. All right. So let me share my screen and we'll play Mahjong. Here's a table right here. So if I remember at the last 15 minutes, we'll look at some house rules. Let me go ahead while we're waiting, and I'll get the presentation ready that we can jump to at that time. So bear with me as I pull this next presentation up on the allowance, I think is what I call it. But it's basically inflation. It's ways to inflate the value of the hand, just for added excitement. Let's see here. This is where I want to be. Where are my house rules? Got to find my house rules presentation. All the different folders. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Here it is. There's only 3. Oh, there are probably more though. Let me see here. See, we're still waiting for people to join the table here. I think I might need to update my presentation on the house rules for allowances. Let me see. Oh my gosh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 house rules on value. Okay. I need to update my presentation. I'll just mention them. Or we're still waiting for players. I suppose I could quickly just add them while we're waiting. Let's see, we got that one. Here's this one. So there's 3 more than I have in my presentation right now. I could probably just quickly add them as we go here. We have 1 more player we're waiting for. Okay. Here we go. All right, so we'll get back to that. Okay. Agnes, normally I do, yes. However, that platform does not use regular scoring. So I thought it would be too confusing. They use tournament scoring over there. And tournament scoring is a house rule. Mahjong Time uses standard scoring. So that's why we're playing here today. Okay, so we have a 3 dot pair. Yes, normally I play over there for basics, but I wanted to focus on scoring, and they don't score as the National Mah Jongg League game was designed. So yes, I hope that answers your question. Okay, we have a 3 dot pair. We need to pass. Let's see here. We don't have a 6, so I would let the 9 go, and probably this 1 bam. 1, 2, 3, 4 dot. Let's throw that. We need to move this along here. Okay, so here. Okay, so here we go. We did pick up another multiple here, 4 dot pair. So now we have 2 pair. I would think 2, 3, 4, 1 suit, Kongs, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, pung, pung, Kong, Kong. We have no 6. We have a 3, 4. So I would focus on consecutive tiles. We have to be able to pass those. So I'd probably let this 5 crack go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 in dots, 2, 4 in bams, and a 3 crack. We're probably going to play a simple hand, 25 points, 25-point hand. So far, that's what it looks like right now. Even though we have no jokers, I would think this is going to be a 25-point hand. We'll see. Here's another 4 dot. 4 dot. Here's a pair of 2s in there. So at this point, we have all 1 through 4. So we need to whittle some of this out. We can't keep all these tiles. Since we have a 3, 4 in dots and a pair of 2 bams, I probably would let the 1 crack go, the 3 crack, and this 4 bam. Let's just see what comes in. Thank you, Agnes. I just didn't want to muddy the waters with different scoring. Let's see here. Maybe what we could do. Yeah, I think what I could do is, yes, we want to keep going. Because this session is basics, we don't want to overwhelm people new to the game. So maybe I can do another presentation on the more advanced side, and that would be tournament scoring, which is more complicated. We have 1 through 5 in here. Let's break up the 2. but I don't think most beginners aren't going to be playing in tournaments, so we're not going to go there today. All right, let's pass ease 2 with a 6. Actually, you know what? We could keep that 6 because we could play 3, 4, 5, 6 just as easily as we could play 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1 through 5 in one suit. So we're probably playing either this third hand down in one suit or the second hand from the bottom. We'll just see what we get. Now at Mahjong Time, when you play in a game, you have to have dragon chips to play at the table. The dragon chips are used as in-game currency so that you can play in more games. If you win the dragon chips. So that's one part of the end result in a game. But you also get scoring, which is what the topic for today is. Here we picked up a 2 dot. They want 3, we can do 3. I would let the 6 go. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1 through 5 in one. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize that we had, let's see here. Oh, darn. I should have done only 2. We're going to pass like numbers. I usually don't do that. I should have just said 2, but I was talking. So, all right, let's just play it through. We'll see how it goes. They get 6s. Let's hope they discard those. Okay, so here we have 2 hands that we could play. Let's see, 3 actually. We could play the first hand, 1 through 5. We could play the third hand down, 2, 3, 4 Kongs. Or we could play the second hand from the bottom in one suit. So 1 of 3 hands, all 25-point hands.
3 characters.
So these are all simple hands. There's a pair of flowers now. So I would play the third hand down.
Green dragon.
Because we can leverage the pair of flowers now. So we have 4 discards. 4 discards and a hand with no gaps.
6 bamboos.
So we need to draw
1 character.
Tiles to help us with 2, 3, and dots.
South wind.
I would hold the 1, 5 because if somebody
1 character.
If somebody
East wind
makes an exposure with jokers and flowers, we can do an exchange and play maybe the second hand from the bottom. Since we have a pung of 4 dots, I would not consider playing the first hand because that requires just a pair.
5 dots.
So I would, here's a hesitation on the 5 dot. Okay, so I would not play the first hand. We'd have to throw away a 4 dot. I would rather play a hand that uses it. And that's why right now we're playing the third hand down under consecutive run. Okay, 5 crack was discarded, so let's let that go.
5 characters. 9 bamboos. 8 bamboos. 8 dots.
Okay, 6 dot. We need to let this go because that player across from us kept that tile.
6 dots.
So they didn't take it.
9 characters.
There's a 6 bam out, by the way, and we gave them also a 6 bam. So they kept the 6s.
9 characters.
They discarded 2 9s. So they're probably not playing
wind.
3, 6, 9. I'm wondering if they're
7
playing
dots.
maybe like numbers with 6s or 6s and dragons.
1
They could
dot.
be playing consecutive run. Although there's a 5 dot out, there's 3, 4, 5 in front of them. There's another 4.
Red dragon.
Since there's an 8 in front of them, they're probably not playing evens. Okay, so let's let the 6 crack go. Hopefully.
5 bamboos.
Okay, so there's some kind of a issue here with the game. I was clicking on this 6 crack and it threw
5
my
dots.
5. But anyhow, that's all right. Not a big deal.
Pung.
Okay, here's a joker exchange opportunity for us.
Flower.
5 dot. There was a hesitation on that. So I wanted to hold that 5 in case someone made an exposure with a joker.
1 character.
Which is what happened here. So we're going to nab it. Thank you.
5 dots.
Now we can let that 6 crack go.
6 characters.
So we're ready to Kong 2 of these blocks.
2 bamboos.
Whichever comes first, we can Kong. We need 1 good pick in here to help us out.
9 dots.
Be really nice to get that 5 bam. This is a
4
joker
dots.
here. Okay, let's Kong.
Kong.
So now that the 4 is out, we don't need the 1, but I don't want to throw the 1 yet. I want to throw the 2 crack.
4 characters.
Well, shoot, it did it again. I was double clicking on the 2 crack and it
1
took my
dot.
4. I don't understand what is happening with this game right now. Okay, so the 1 dot just went down. I did
6
not want to
dots.
discard a 1 dot after a Kong of 4s because
Red
I didn't
dragon.
want them to make a connection to a hand. Since a 1 dot went out, that's what we're going to throw now.
1 dot.
Because that makes sense that 1s went down, and so why not let it go? So
5
they'll make the
characters.
connection to what's out rather than what we have exposed. Because
Green
I want them
dragon.
to, I don't want them to know what I'm playing.
Flower.
Right now we have only 1 exposure. It's a common glitch.
1 dot.
It's not good.
2 bamboos.
I'm sure they're attending to it, but all right. So next we are
Green dragon.
moving on. We're going to Kong either the 2, 3. We can do one or the other until we get
North
another
wind.
good pick. We need a good pick from the wall. Keeper. Okay, we don't want to hold on to that. That's the second one.
6 bamboos.
The player across from us, they kept that 6 bam. So now there's 2 out.
6 characters.
So 6s are going down. They have a 5 dot pung.
White dragon.
5 dot pung. They could be playing, let's see, they also have a 5 crack in
North
front of
wind.
them. So I'm a little bit perplexed. They could be playing odds, in which case we probably should
South
let
wind.
this 7 crack go.
North wind.
They have 9s.
White dragon.
Maybe they're playing 5, 7, 9 dots and
West
cracks.
wind.
We're going to let the 7 crack go next. They may need this.
7 characters.
Okay. To the left, it looks like they may be
7
playing odds
characters.
as well because they have
West
evens.
wind.
They have a lot of evens in front of them here. 4, 6. There's a 5 crack there, though.
White dragon.
Okay, 4 bam. We don't want to hold on to that.
4 bamboos.
All right.
5 bamboos.
Ah, they got it.
North wind. Red dragon.
Okay, we're going into the end game now with this pick. Right now, 40 tiles remaining.
9
We're in
characters.
the end game. We don't want to hold 6 bam
6 bamboos.
because this player across from us, they need that tile for whatever they're playing. I don't know.
Red dragon.
With a pung of 5 dots, 4, 5, 6,
2
7,
characters.
pung, pung, Kong, Kong. We're going to pass. Okay, there was a hesitation on that 2.
2 dots.
So we need to let this go too. Let's Kong,
Kong.
and we'll throw the 2 crack. This
2
player to our
characters.
right, it seems maybe that's where the hesitation was coming from there.
6 bamboos.
I'm not sure.
South wind.
Ah, we got a win. Okay, now let's look at the scoring. So they won with the first hand, 1 through 5. It's an exposable hand, and it's 25 points. So they got 150 points. The reason is because they self-picked. It's a 25-point hand. So each player pays 50 points, double the value of the hand. The base value is 25, doubled because they picked it themselves. They have jokers, so it's just a regular hand. They got 50 points from each of us. Self-pick win, they get double value. Though the money, as far as the in-game currency, they won 1,600 dragon chips. And those dragon chips, they'll use to play more games. The points are different. So you earn dragon chips, but you also earn points at Mahjong Time. Okay, so now let's play again. Oh, let's jump over here. Okay, we got in. Okay, we have a pair of flowers and then a wide spread. Pair of flowers with a wide spread. So whatever we play, we want to try to use these flowers. We have 2, 3, 5, 6 in bams, 5, 9 in cracks, 1, 7, 8 in dots, white dragon, and a south. Let's see, I'd probably let that south go. We have 2 5s. So I would probably do something with 5s, whether it be consecutive run or maybe big odds. 5, 6, 7, 8 we could maybe do. I would probably let the 2 go with a 1 in this case. Focus on 5, 6, 7, 8, like numbers with 5s. I typically don't pass white dragons. It might have been nice to keep that south because we could maybe do like numbers with 5s and news. So if winds go around, I might hold them. In this case, we have now a pair of 3s. So, and a pair of 5s, 3, 5. So I would focus on that and I would let these other tiles go. We have 3, 5, pair of flowers. So this 6 is not going to work. So I would pass here 1 of each suit. So whatever we do, we want to try to use these flowers. In odds, there's the third hand down, pair of flowers, pair 1, 3, 5 dragon. We just got the dragon, but we have a gap, no 1. That's a pair gap, which is really risky. Either way, we have tiles we can pass though. I would probably go ahead and keep the east to see if we can get news and maybe switch to like numbers with 5s and news. Look, we got the 1. Now we're not playing a gap hand, so I feel better. We even have a 1, 2 there now. So yes, I would keep going. Absolutely. So we have 1, 3, 5 dragon, third hand down. Looks pretty good. Now, who said no? The player on our left said no. We're gonna go ahead and pass. Huh, interesting. Okay. If somebody across from me says no for the second Charleston, I decline the optional because it is likely that they have a well-developed hand and I would not want to help them anymore. Okay, so we're gonna let the dragons go first.
White dragon.
So we are playing probably the third hand down. Third hand down.
9
I have an itch on my
characters.
back. Third hand down under
East wind.
odds. Okay, third hand down. Pair, pair, pung, kong,
8
pung.
dots.
Kind of a strange shape. Pair 1. Okay, let's see. Dragon can go first.
Red dragon.
So pair 1, pung 3,
4
Kong
bamboos.
5, pung dragon. And we have our
Green
flowers.
dragon.
That we need to pung. That's the first one, so we can wait. If another green dragon
7
goes
dots.
down, then I would go ahead and use my joker. But I'd rather wait on the
2
joker.
dots.
Since we only need a pung of dragons, I would rather wait. And I probably would go ahead and even hold that 2.
1 dot.
Just to see what comes in and what exposures go out
8 characters.
with these flowers. Let's just see. We have 3 discards before we have to pick a
8
hand.
characters.
Okay, now we have the dragon. So at this point,
5
I would let
dots.
that go. And now we're actually
South
set.
wind.
We need a 1 bam. That's really the only vulnerability with this hand. We could pung the 3, Kong the 5, pung
3
the dragon now.
characters.
So we're good to go. We're a front
8
runner.
bamboos.
We'll pass. And I want to let the year tiles go here.
2 characters.
The biggest hand on the card, 75-point hand. If I'm not playing year tiles, they go first because I want to sabotage that hand.
North wind.
I don't ever want to pay for that hand. So I try to sabotage it. Just throw away the 2s.
2 bamboos.
Make it hard for anybody playing that year hand. And it looks like someone is holding a 2 bam anyway, so we're going to let
8
that go.
characters.
There was a hesitation on that too.
2 bamboos.
Okay, so then next we'll let the
White
wind
dragon.
go. Looks like somebody might be trying to play a year hand, but we're sabotaging that hand. There
7
were hesitations
characters.
on the 2, hesitation on the white.
9 dots.
West wind.
Okay, so now we're left with just regular
1
tiles.
character.
8 bam was discarded, 3 crack discarded. I don't see any
9
6
dots.
cracks. We're at 72 tiles remaining, so we have lots of time.
4 dots.
We know what hand we're playing. There's a joker.
6 characters.
So we can use these jokers anywhere in here.
1
3-5
bamboo.
dragon. That's our pair tile. We're not ready for it. And there was a bit of a hesitation on it after
1
we
dot.
clicked pass. So somebody else has a 1 bam. We need it for a pair. So this could get
West
tight.
wind.
This could get tight for us.
Red
But at the
dragon.
moment we have 2 discards. So I think we're
3
okay.
characters.
We're gonna pass.
3 bamboos.
All right, let's pung.
Pung.
Now we'll throw the, nobody wanted that 3 crack.
8 bamboos.
The discard that you make after an exposure can be very
6
telling.
bamboos.
So if you have another discard that makes no sense with whatever you just exposed, throw that first to keep your opponents from guessing what you're
4
doing.
dots.
So if we had punged that 3 bam and discarded a 3 crack, they're going to tie that together and figure out what you're doing.
1 character.
But since we threw an 8 bam after that 3 bam, they're not going to think twice. Now we can maybe let that 3 crack go.
3
Because
characters.
we created a distance between the exposure
6
and our next pick.
bamboos.
Give them a little moment to
6
disassociate.
dots.
You want to keep your opponents guessing.
9 characters.
All right, now we're ready to
9
win.
bamboos.
So now if somebody discards that
Kong.
one bam, we can Mahjong.
1 character. 7 bamboos.
So the jokers, I guess I can tuck them in.
Flower.
So we're ready on a single weight, 1 bam pair. That's what we need. Oh, we have only 1 exposure, so I'm going to discard the joker.
Joker.
Nobody's going to be able to figure out what we're doing
East wind.
with a pung. 1 exposure. We could potentially have a pure hand here,
Pung.
which would double the base value of the hand. This is a 25-point hand. We
4
currently
bamboos.
have 3 jokers.
5 dots.
So we'll just wait and see what happens.
6 dots.
If somebody discards a 5 bam or a green dragon, I would let it go because
Flower.
I do not want to have any more exposures. We're ready to win, and I want to keep this concealed.
7 dots.
Okay, we don't need that.
Flower.
We need a pair, and we have it.
North wind.
The player to our right discarded
8
a 1
dots.
bam. So if they draw a 1 bam, they'll let it go.
6 dots.
The player to our left,
4 characters.
they have a pung of east,
Pung.
and they have a west here.
4 dots.
I don't think we threw 2 west.
Red dragon.
There, we got Mahjong. Woohoo! All right, so now 25-point hand, that is the base value. We picked it ourselves, so everybody pays double, 50 points. So we got 150 total points for this hand. It's got jokers. Some people call this dirty. Pure, no jokers. Dirty, jokers. I usually don't call it that though, because jokers are, it's got bling, but it doesn't add value. The value comes when you don't have jokers. A pure hand, purity, that's where you get the value. But a win is a win. Any win is a good win, in other words. Okay, let's play again. Let's see if we can play a big hand. Wouldn't that be nice? Quint double value, quint with self-pick win, let's say. Or maybe a concealed hand pure, for example. Those would be a couple of ways to get a big hand. I actually do a video called Big Hands and talk about ways that you can play a big hand. Win by any other name is still a win, yes. All right, so we're just waiting for people to join the table now. Oh yeah, I was gonna update that. Update the presentation with the accelerators while we're waiting. Oops. Okay, I don't know what is going on with my mouse. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about scoring? Okay, I don't see any questions yet. Okay. Oh, Wes. Wes is at the table. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I want to try and grab a quick couple of images to add to this presentation here. Let's see if I can grab. What is going on with my computer? Seriously? Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's see what we have to work with. We have a pair of threes. Target multiples. If you have a multiple, we'll start there. 3 crack pair. We have a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would let the big numbers go, and even this dragon. Okay, 5, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. There may be some potential here for little odds. Not quite yet, though. No keepers. We can pass one of each suit, though. Okay, 4. We're focused on, oh, look, 1, 3, 5. We still don't have another 3. We have only 1, 3. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Let's let the 9 go. Okay, so it's not quite gelling yet. Here's a 4 now. Oh, okay, so we still have tiles we can pass. I wouldn't pick a hand yet. We have 1, 3, 4, 5 in cracks, 2, 4, 5 in bams, 4, 5, 3, 4. It's not quite gelling yet. Another 4. Not really helpful. What we really need are 3s. We need 3s in here. Let's pass the 7, the 9, and this 2. Okay, still nothing. 1, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. Let's see how many our opponent wants. I always like to be reactive in the optional. Because I don't want to give them a keeper if they have a good start. I'm delaying because if they want 1, I don't want to give them any help. Even though we're good buddies, I don't want to give them a keeper. So we're going to decline. Sorry about that, Wes. All right. So we have work to do here. We're an underdog on this one. We have 2 clear discards. 2, 4 dot, 1, 3, 4, 5 in cracks, 4, 5 in bams. So we're just gonna write it out. We're gonna continue to gather until we see something that kind of gels. Right now,
1 dot.
not so much.
Nine dots.
Okay, 4, 5. Let's let the 9 go. So we have
9
4,
dots.
5 in bams, 3, 4, 5 in cracks, 4, 5.
1 bamboo. White dragon.
I would not pick a hand. We've got multiples that don't go together here.
2 dots.
You know what I've done before? We're going to hold that baby.
7 dots.
When I've been in a situation like this before,
7 dots.
I would look for opportunities
2
to
characters.
leverage joker bait, because like right now we have what I call a gap hand. We could, for example, play 1 2 crack, or let's see, 2 3 crack 4 5, 2 3 4 5,
dots.
but we have a gap, no 2. So I would do everything I can to gather or create multiples to then use as joker bait
South
in the
wind.
middle of the game and try to obtain a joker through exposures. So here we have a pair we don't need. This term, by the way, was coined by Tom Sloper of Sloperama. If you want to know more about joker bait, I've got a lot of videos on that tactic. Just search my channel for joker bait and you'll find probably 100 videos. Who knows? Lots of videos.
1 bamboo.
But we'll be able to demonstrate it here because we're playing a
3
gap
bamboos.
hand right now. Okay, now that is a bit interesting here. 4 5.
2 dots.
We could play 3 4 5 single pair Kong. 3. We have an extra 3 crack at the moment. We still don't need the 1 crack. Unless we played 1 3 crack, 3 5 bam. But we have no 3 bam gap hand.
4 dots.
I try not to play gap hands. I try to avoid it. Okay, now here's another good pick right there. Now we actually have 2 joker bait here. If we play 4 5 4 5 6 concealed. 4 5 crack, 4 5 bam, 6 dot pair.
5 dots.
We have two little bits of joker bait here. 1 3.
Red dragon.
So let's see if we can maybe get jokers out of those. The ideal time for that is in the midpoint of the game, which is at about 60 tiles remaining. We're at 70 right now. So in about 3 more picks, in 3 picks, we'll discard one of these pair tiles.
4 bamboos.
Okay, now here we would need to call. If we play, yeah, we're not going to anyway, even though the game didn't wait for me. It acted on its own. We don't want to call that because we're probably playing either the 4th hand down or the concealed hand. So probably we can maybe hold that 3 crack for a little bit.
7 bamboos.
There is some potential for the 4th hand down or the concealed hand. So let's throw the 1 first, the 1 crack. We have still 1 more pick before the midpoint, which is 60 tiles remaining. That's the sweet spot for joker bait. But you have a few picks after that that still would make good timing. This particular tactic requires good timing, and you have to be mindful of what's been discarded and exposed. Right now, nobody has any exposures, and there are no 1 cracks out. So that 1 crack is probably going to be good joker bait for us. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just let it go.
6 characters.
I was trying to click on it, and it was not picking it up. It's like not recognizing these clicks. I don't know what's going on.
5 bamboos.
Okay, we're probably concealed. Yeah, I probably would just wait.
8 bamboos.
Kong. 7 characters.
All right, we don't need that. Now the next pick, we'll discard this 1 crack.
Five dots.
Okay.
8 bamboos. 1 bamboo.
8 characters.
You don't, oh yeah, let's see, 53. Let's let it go now.
1 character.
Nope. Didn't work. Oh,
characters.
well. Nope, that's okay. We're not ready. And that's okay. If we're playing the concealed hand, we're all right at the moment.
White dragon.
Green dragon.
Okay, we could surely
Hmm.
use some kind of a keeper in here, though.
White dragon.
Okay.
2 bamboos.
Nope.
Four characters.
No. We don't want to hold that. I try to let winds go. If we're
South
not
wind.
playing winds, they can go.
Red dragon. 3 dots.
South wind.
Okay, let's see here. We're at 43 tiles. We need to start thinking about safe discards. No 3 cracks are
7
out.
characters.
Well, dang it. I was getting ready to discard that 3
Red
crack.
dragon.
That's okay. Nobody took it, so whatever. It's fine.
North wind.
It's fine.
Five dots.
Now we can let it go.
3 characters.
We finally got a keeper. Goodness sake. Took a while.
White dragon. West wind.
Nine characters.
Uh-oh. 1 is out. We're letting that go now.
Flower.
That will just increase in risk the longer we hold it.
Three bamboos. Eight dots.
East wind.
Okay. Let's let the 1 go. No, we
One
don't need that
character.
6 bam. I was thinking maybe we could do 4, 5, 6 single pair Kong. Let's see. We could still do
5
3, 4,
bamboos.
5. Oh man, the 3 bam though. There are 3 out. That's super risky. So we're just gonna let it go. We're gonna do the concealed hand or fold.
4 bamboos.
So let's see the 3 crack. Okay, we're concealed. 1 3 crack is out. 3 2 bams are out, and
6 dots.
no 6 bams are out. That is our pair tile.
Kong.
6 dot. Okay, now here, that changes things right there. Because now we can't use a
6
pair
bamboos.
here. Okay, this is interesting. Here's a 6 bam. No one took it.
2 characters.
We're going to switch to the 4th hand down because they just nixed our hand.
6 dots.
We got nerfed. Okay, let's let the 6 bam go.
6 bamboos.
So we can Kong the 5s. Let's see how many are out.
2 characters.
5 bam. Okay, so we would need 2 jokers for the 5
9
bam.
characters.
So we need another joker, and we still need a 3 bam. 4th hand down.
8 dots.
So we made a late game switch.
West wind.
We're in the last wall. This is a late game switch. We may need to just play defense if that 3
2
bam.
dots.
That 3 bam goes down, we're done.
2 dots.
8 dots.
7 bam. That's going to be a bit risky. Okay, let's let the 7 dot go.
7 bamboos.
Oops. I was clicking on that 7 dot, I swear.
7 bamboos.
What is going on with this game? I'm just, oh my gosh.
9 dots.
All right, we have 2 discards and we have 4 more picks. So we could
7
still
dots.
make it work. There's a joker exchange.
Green dragon.
We'll now let the 7 dot go.
7 dots.
So now we're 1 away from ready. We still need that 3 bam.
3 bamboos.
There it is. So now we're done. So now, oh, and someone just won. Shoot. Well, we turned it around. So here we have news with 6s. That's a 25-point hand, and they picked it themselves. That's the 3rd hand in a row where it was self-picked. So 25-point hand, new base value, 50 point. Everyone, well, the base value is 25. Since they picked it themselves, everybody pays double. So it's 50 points for this player. Okay, so we're going to go again here. Oh, look, here's a table. Thanks for joining, Wes. Okay, here we go. Next game. Okay, now we have 2 multiples, 3s, 3, 3, 3 bam, 3 dot. So whatever we do, we're going to use those 3s. Maybe 3s with dragons, like numbers. We could maybe do 2, 3, 4 of some kind. So let's keep the 4. And we've got 3 tiles to pass, so we're going to stop there. So maybe like numbers with 3s or 2, 3, 4 of some kind. Okay, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we can play 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is going to get a bit risky though here. Oh my gosh, look at, ooh, that is really risky. Oh, we're going across. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do it. This is super risky, this pass right here. Yikes. Oh man, that is cringeworthy right there. Okay, now here we have 1s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 instead of 2, 3, 4. 4th hand down. So maybe the risk will be worth it. Let's hope, because we're going to need a quick win with that kind of a pass going out. That's terrible. Okay, so now we have 1, 2. Here's a pair. Now we just got, that was the person on our left gave us these wins. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we definitely should keep going. We need to pick a hand. We have 2, 3 dot, 2, 3 bam. Let's let a wind go, and then let's break up the 2, 3. We'll focus on 1, 2, 3, 4, pung, pung, kong, kong. 1, 2, 3, 4, second hand from the bottom on the left. Okay, we got a keeper, so that was a good choice. Okay, now let's pass. We're going across. Oh, we're going to give them another wind. Yikes. But look at, we're playing a hand of least resistance. It's looking pretty good. It'd be nice to get more keepers in here. Okay, so they gave us an east. That's good news. So maybe they didn't keep those wins. Okay. This is the optional. I would not give them more wins. We're going to just pass 2. Okay. Oh, I guess they didn't need the wins. Okay, so we're gonna discard the flower.
East wind.
Well, maybe we should keep the flower. Maybe
7
we could play the
characters.
3rd hand down instead. We'll see. We really don't have to pick a hand till we
2
run out of these
characters.
discards. We're gonna let the wins go first. Joker.
South wind.
Jokers can be very helpful. Oh, yes.
6 characters. South wind. West wind.
Nope. Just keep letting those go.
West wind. 5 dots. 6 dots.
Oh, thank you, Wes.
9 characters.
We actually get to play in person next
North wind.
week. I'm so excited.
1 character.
I haven't played in person in a long time. Let me see. When was the last time I played in person? Oh my goodness. I don't even remember.
3 characters.
Oh my goodness. I don't even remember the last time I played in person.
4 bamboos.
That's terrible.
Pung.
Oh, shoot. We got skipped.
4 characters. 2 characters. One bamboo.
We need a keeper. No. I think probably this dragon,
wind.
or dragon, that's not a dragon, that's a flower.
East wind. 2 bamboos. North wind.
We keep getting winds.
West wind. South wind. 3 bamboos. Three dots.
Let's Kong.
Kong.
We have a hand with no gaps, so we're going to push.
Flower. Flower. Three bamboos. 4 characters.
Okay, 9 can go.
9 characters. 7 dots. 2 bamboos.
Okay, we need a good pick here.
1 dot.
That's a pung.
Pung.
Pung for us. Now with 2 exposures,
5
they'll know what we're
characters.
playing, and that's okay. We're not even at the midpoint yet, and we're 1 away from
7
set.
dots.
We need 1 good pick. 1 good pick.
6 characters. South wind.
Okay, we'll let that go. We've got Joker bait with a 6 band.
5 characters. 7 dots. 1 bamboo. 7 bamboos.
2 crack. We need a 2 dot.
2 characters. 1 bamboo. 6 bamboos.
Oh, that's our joker bait. Nobody wanted it. Shoot.
7 characters.
Oh, north.
North wind.
Okay.
1 dot. 3 dots.
Oh, they didn't take our joker.
5 dots.
Huh. We got a joker. Sweet.
6 bamboos.
Very, very nice. We got the joker.
5 dots. 6 bamboos.
No, at least it's safe. At least it's a safe discard.
9 bamboos.
Another north.
North
What in
wind.
the world?
2 characters. East wind. 8 bamboos.
Uh-oh. I'm playing to win.
White dragon. Pung.
Okay, good thing. Get it out
2
early.
bamboos.
If you have a risky discard, get that thing out early.
2 dots.
Okay, pung.
Pung.
Now we're ready to win on a multiple weight.
6 bamboos.
Everybody knows it. No 4 dots
2
are out.
dots.
Oh, they got it.
8 bamboos.
All right.
West wind. 9 dots.
Okay, 8 dots.
8 dots.
That's an unseen tile at the moment. A little bit risky.
Kong.
I would play to win though. We're ready.
8 characters.
And we got a winner. Beautiful hand. That's one of my favorites. All dragons. Dragons are beautiful. Beautimous. All dragons. Okay, so let's keep going. We're going to play another one. I forgot to look at whether they self-picked or not. That's a 25-point hand, so nicely done there. Okay, let's jump. All right. Next game. Let's see if we can have a nice strong start here. We got ready to win on that last one, which is nice. Okay, what do we have? I do see a pair of 1 bams in here. That's it though. Oh, pair west. Okay, so we have a pair west, pair 1. Oh, let's see. Here's 1, 7, 8 and bams, 5, 9 and cracks, 4, 6, 7, 8 and dots, and a dragon. The dragon does correspond, but there's really not much we can do there. With a 1 bam pair, you know what I would consider doing? A quint. I would consider doing a quint, even though we have no jokers, just because of the way these tiles just do not go together. So let's see. Let's let the 7 go with a 9 and a 4. Or actually, let's let the 8 go. 7, 8, 9. We'll do one of each suit here. So we're going to optimize for the second quint. So let's see, here's a 4, 5, 1, 3. Now we do have a little bit of potential for little odds. 1, 3, 5, maybe. Here's a 4. 9 bam. No, we don't want to keep that. Let's see, let's let this 7 dot go with this dragon. That's not helpful at all. Okay, now we have an 8 bam pair. That's not helpful though, actually, because our pair we have here with the 1 bam. Oh, you know what though? Look, we have the 6 bam, 6 dot. 6 dot, 8 bam, 6 dot, 8 bam, or 1 bam, one or the other, and then this west. Okay, so now we're going to keep that. We have 3 tiles we can pass. So we're going to try for this quint. Quint with no jokers. I know, it's crazy. It is a bit crazy, yes. Yes, I agree. Oh my gosh, look, we got a pair of 5s now. Oh my goodness, those don't go together at all. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Let's pass the white with 4, 6. Let's see here. Hold on. 5, 6, 8. Let's break up this 1. Let's see if we can maybe make something out of 5, 6, 8. If we get a 7 bam, we could switch to the second hand from the bottom under consecutive run. So we have 6, 5, 6. So there's a bit of a pattern in there developing. Okay, so now we have a 7, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 8, dragon, 1. That can go. I even think this 8 dot can go, really. 5, 6, 6, 7, 5, 6. Okay. East and west. Oh, well, that kind of turned on its head because we could do east and west with 5, 6 now. Third hand down. Third hand down under wins. The 7 dot can go. 5, 6, east, west. No gaps. Oh my goodness, we got a flower. Wow, we have another hand in here. 4 crack, 5 bam, 6 dot, 4, 5, 6 mixed suit Kongs. There's some potential there. Third hand down on the right. We have 2 clear discards. So in the last round of the Charleston, our hand came in. That's kind of nice how that worked out, actually. Okay, now our opponent is hesitating on us. They're holding out. They're holding out on it. There we go, 2. Okay, we can do 2. One, 2, 2, 2, 6, 7, 5. Okay. No keepers.
Three bamboos.
Oh, look at what we got. 5 bam.
9 characters.
We got the 5 bam.
1 dot. 7 dots. Flower.
Oh my goodness, what in the world? Okay, let's let the 8 bam go.
8 bamboos.
We have 3, 6, 5. Those do not go together at all.
7 dots.
Oh boy.
9 bamboos.
Well,
8 dots.
oh my gosh, we got a west. Okay, so now
8 bamboos.
we're gonna let that go. I think we should go for the quint. Even though we have no jokers, this is gonna be a little bit risky. If this makes you cringe,
8 characters.
write hashtag cringe in chat.
8 characters. 9 bamboos.
Okay, flower.
Flower.
We could still do east and west with 5, 6.
8 dots.
And I suppose if any of our tiles go down, we can call.
North wind.
But let's just play it out. Let's see if we can get some jokers.
White dragon.
Oh, flower. Okay.
Flower. Six dots.
No, we're not ready for that. Shoot. That's too bad.
9 dots. 2 characters.
We can let the 2 go.
2 bamboos. 3 characters. 6 dots.
No. All right. I think we should go for this quint and look for jokers.
2
Or 4
bamboos.
cracks. Not 2 bam.
2 bamboos. 9 dots.
Okay.
1 bamboo. 1 bamboo.
No, we don't need that. Cringe, yes. 5, 6
North
with
wind.
wins. Good backup. Thank you, Susan. We could still do 4,
3
5, but
characters.
2, 6 dots are out. We could still do east, west with 4 crack, 5 bam.
East wind.
Oh, there goes the east. And a hesitation. Take it. Take it with a joker.
Tongue.
Look. We get a
Flower.
joker. All right, we're playing a quint. We're going to do it.
1 bamboo.
I know it's a little bit cringy, but look, we get a joker.
6 characters.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
East wind.
We're gonna light this on fire. Okay, so
2 dots.
now we can quint.
Flower.
Okay. Oop, no. Okay.
1 bamboo.
Nobody wants the 6 dot.
4 bamboos.
Now the challenge is if they have a
7
Kong of
bamboos.
east, they could be playing east-west. So we may not see the west, but they could also be playing a quint.
6 characters.
Let's hope they're playing a quint.
9 bamboos. South wind.
Okay, we don't need that. Let's see here. 57 tiles.
3 bamboos.
I was just clicking on this 4. Dang it.
5 characters.
That's just so weird. What is going on?
8 dots.
No, we're good there. There was a hesitation though, so let's let that go. Oh, 3 are out now.
6 characters.
8 crack, we can let that go.
8 characters. 9 bamboos. 6 bamboos.
This doesn't look so bad now that we have a joker in here. Otherwise,
Green
it probably
dragon.
would look pretty crazy. Okay, let's see. 1 dot. 1 is out.
1 dot. 3 bamboos.
I wonder if they're playing a quint.
Four characters.
Okay, that'll be safe now.
3 bamboos.
9 dot. 2 are out.
4
We've got good
characters.
discards now. All 4 of these nobody wants.
South wind.
With 4 discards though, oh yeah, look, they just let a south go. They could
North
still be
wind.
playing east-west with a run. 5th hand down
4
on the right.
bamboos.
2 crack. 1 is out.
2 characters.
If you have more than 3 discards going into the end game, which is where we are now, you should consider
Green
folding.
dragon.
We probably should fold because we need a 3 dot and a joker.
North wind.
And the likelihood of getting that, slim to none.
Green dragon.
So we probably should fold. Let's let the 6 go.
6 dots.
The 9 was just discarded. Oh, well, no,
South
not
wind.
just. I guess a couple of rounds ago. Those will be good discards for later. All these are,
2 bamboos.
nobody wants any of these tiles.
Flower. 2 characters.
Look, jokers, east, west, 6, 7, 8. So yes, they're playing the 5th hand down. I thought maybe they would be playing a quint with the jokers. That could have been possible, but anyhow, we were fighting each other a little with that one little west. Dang it. Okay, let's play one more game, and then I'll share about some house rules when it comes to scoring and payout, because you could run into it when you're playing with people, when you're playing in person, just so that you're aware of what you might run into. So we'll do that after this game. So now we have a couple of jokers, and here's a pair of 6 spams. I always target multiples. American Mah Jongg is a game of multiples, so if you have them, start there. It really simplifies the decision making, in my opinion. So we have a 6 spam pair with what we have left over. No 9, so I wouldn't play 3, 6, 9. I would play 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could maybe, probably not use that east-west. 6 spam pair. 4, 7. Let's let the 7 go. Let's just see what comes in as far as wins. Sometimes you'll get wins in the first round. There's 1. Okay, so here's east-west. We could do maybe 5, 6, 7 with east and, oh, look, we have another pair in here now. Okay, let's try to play the quint. Let's try it again. Why not? Look, we have a west again and a 4. Okay, let's see. Okay, if this makes you cringe, write hashtag cringe in the chat or in the video description below. Where are we? We're at 1 hour 38 minutes into this video. Another cringy move. This is my signature move, actually. Quint, go for it. Yes, we're going to go for it. West with 6, 4. This is a misfit pair here. Again, another misfit pair. We're going to make it work for us. So after this game, I'm going to do another quick share with a presentation on some house rules about playing for money. I think I call them allowances, but it's really inflators. Inflators? Inflation? I don't know. Okay, we're going to keep going. That's an option, but yes, we want to keep going. I would just let the north go, I think. I typically don't pass flowers. I mean, yeah, I typically don't. Hopefully we'll keep going. We want to try to get another west in here and build up these multiples. That would be ideal. Four crack, six bam west. That's what we want. That second quint and the third hand down, they're pretty close together as far as, you know, a common thread, I guess. We need keepers. Oh, wrong suit. Oh, well, we have tiles we can pass, so that's okay. Be really nice to get another keeper in here. Here we go. We're going to get a keeper. Make it so. No. No, we did get a 6 dot, but I would not be distracted by like numbers right now. We're just going to keep it going. And we're even going to risk passing a 1-2 in one suit. That's a little bit risky. We could maybe let the east go here, but I want an option. We could use an option in case the west. A lot of times if people aren't playing wins, they discard them in the early game, the begin game, first 5 discards. So it could impact our hand. So I want to have an option. And there it is. So now we have east-west and an interesting tile. We could switch to east and west with 4-5. East-west 4-5.
White dragon.
We have 2 discards before we have to pick a hand. Third hand down on the right or the quint.
2 characters.
So let's just see what we draw.
4 bamboos. 2 dots. 3 characters. 1 dot.
East, west, we could pung. 4 crack, we could Kong. 5 bam, we need to draw.
5 characters.
We need 5 bam to make east, west, 4, 5 work. Oh, well, that's interesting. We're kind of in between now
Flower.
because we could do 6, 7. East, west was 6, 7.
Nine dots.
So third hand down on the right is stronger than the quint because we don't have big multiples. We have pairs, little
White
multiples,
dragon.
big multiples. We need pungs, kongs.
9 dots.
No, that's the wrong one. However, now we
8
have
dots.
4, 5, 6 with east and west. This is the 5th hand down, east, west with a run. And
2 bamboos.
we could Kong the east or west and switch to the quint.
North wind.
So this is kind of an interesting situation here. Let's let the 7 crack go and just straddle for a bit.
West wind.
Okay, now we have to make a choice. Let's go safe. Let's pung. Well, shoot. I was
7 characters.
I was just going to click pung. That was hardly any time there. Is this my imagination? Is something going on with this game? It
1
just feels
dot.
like we don't have enough time. Maybe it's my imagination. I was going to pung. Oh, well.
1
Maybe it's
character.
meant for us to play a quint here. I don't know. Let's just wait and see.
5 characters.
And then we get a south.
4 dots.
Glitch, glitch, glitch. All right.
2 bamboos.
I'm kind of thinking if east, west go down, we should play
South wind.
the 3rd hand down, not the quint, because we don't have big multiples. Usually I go for a quint if I have big multiples.
8 bamboos. 9 characters.
Okay.
Eight dots.
Wireless mouse. I do have a wireless mouse, but
6
I
dots.
have heard that other people are experiencing the same issue. So I don't think it's
9
isolated with
characters.
me. It's not an isolated case.
8 characters.
But that's a good thought, Susan. I just changed my batteries recently, so I don't think that's it.
South wind. 1 bamboo.
We could still play east-west Kongs with a run if we get one of these pairs in here.
White dragon. 7 dots.
Okay, glad we let that go.
North wind. West wind.
Okay, we have to make a choice. Let's pung.
Pung.
All right, so we're not playing the quint.
South wind.
We're going to play 4-5. 4-5. We need one good pick for that 5 bam. But if the 5 bam goes down, we could Kong.
9 bamboos.
At least here we can pung the east.
3 dots.
So we just didn't build up quick enough for a quint. We're going to try for the 3rd hand down on the right.
1 dot.
3 crack. We're going to let that go first.
3 characters.
The player on the left has a 3. We don't want to hold threes. There's one right here, but they could be doing like numbers maybe, or 3, 6, 9.
South wind.
Okay, so we're at the midpoint. We have joker bait with a 6 bam.
6 dots.
There's a hesitation on a 6 dot. Oh, I wonder if, oh, there are 9 dots right here. I was thinking maybe they're doing 3, 6, 9 with 6s in the
2
middle.
dots.
3 bam. We don't want to hold threes.
3 bamboos.
They may be doing like numbers with 3s and news. Oh. All right. Oh, no, they're not.
6
All the
dots.
Souths are out. All the Souths are out?
6 characters.
I see 1, 2, 3. Where's the, oh, there it is right there. So yeah, nobody could be doing news. Okay, so we're going to let the 6
4
bam go.
bamboos.
We'll pass.
6 bamboos.
Take it. Doggone it. Didn't work.
2 dots.
Oh, man.
North
That was at
wind.
50, 54 tiles.
Four bamboos.
Oh, we don't want to hold that.
Red dragon.
Are they doing like numbers with 3s and dragons?
2
The
characters.
3s are kind of going down though.
4 dots.
Oh, hesitation there.
East wind.
Here we go. Pung.
Pung. 6 bamboos.
Oh.
7 dots.
Oh. All right. We have 2 discards. We need 1 good pick still. We're
9
we're still
dots.
in the middle game by 1 pick.
4 dots.
Oh, that'll be good for later. We'll just hold it.
4 bamboos.
That'll be a good safe tile because we have an east right here.
Green dragon.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Pung.
Okay. Pung across from us then. All righty.
8 bamboos.
Okay, so we do have 1 more pick and then we'll be in the end game.
2 bamboos.
7. Oh, none are out. That goes first.
7 bamboos.
Good. Let's see here. 3 crack, 2 are out.
7 bamboos. Five characters. Red dragon.
2 9 dots are out. 3 9 dots. I wonder if they're playing over here. 1 3 5 dragon.
North wind.
1 3 5 dragon. Because our 5 bam isn't
2
out.
characters.
And I don't see any 3 bams out either. So I think this
1
player
character.
across from us maybe. Oh, look, Joker Exchange.
3 dots.
I would do it too, even though it could leave them with a pure
3
hand.
characters.
All right, so we're set now. But I think the player across from us
7 dots.
has our tiles. 1 3 5 dragon.
6 dots.
Let's see, they could be doing. Let me see here.
Red dragon.
They could be doing 5 7 9 dragon actually.
2
Because there are 2
characters.
7 bams out. There's only 1 9 bam. So they might be
8
doing
bamboos.
odds with bams.
Green dragon.
So it would be really nice to get this 4 crack.
1
We may
character.
need to use all these jokers. Ooh.
White dragon. Two dots. 5 characters. 5 bamboos.
Okay, we're gonna Kong.
Kong.
So now we're
East wind.
ready on a 4 crack. We may lose our jokers, but that's
7
okay.
bamboos.
I'm okay with that. Here we go. 5, 7, 9 dragon.
Pung.
7 bam pung. That's what they're doing. Third hand down under odds.
6 bamboos.
So they have maybe they have their pair of 5s.
1 dot.
We need this 4 crack.
1 character. 8 dots.
3, 4 dots are out.
7 dots.
6 dots are out. 6 bams are
4
out.
characters.
There it is. I'm shocked. 5 Mahjong.
Mahjong.
I'm really surprised that they let that go, but they're ready to win. Ready to win. So here, east and west with 4, 5. This player is ready to win on a double weight, 1 bam or 5 dot. I think I might have done the same thing, although super risky. Here, 5, 7, 9, they have only 1 discard, but they need a flower. Over here, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8 Kongs, probably, because they've defined their tiles there. And we ended up with east-west with Kongs. All right, now we're going to just look really quickly at playing for money. Playing for money, because that's typically what's done as a way to keep score. So, and I just have a few slides to share. That's all, just a few. I think maybe, let's see here. Why is that doing that? What in the world is going on with my computer? I swear, I don't understand. I don't know what just happened there. There we go. What? What in the world is going on with my computer? I'm just all over the place here. Okay. Maybe I do need to change my mouse batteries. Okay, here we go. So this is from Popular House Rules. And we're just going to scroll to allowances, which is where I have information about playing for money. The most popular house rule is playing with what's called a pie. This is when everybody starts with a set amount that they play with. And if you run out of that set amount, you won't have to pay more. So it's a loss limit called a pie. The pie is actually a house rule. The league doesn't believe in putting a limit on how much you can lose. So the value on the card is a penny a point. 25 points is a quarter. So you come with quarters, nickels, and dimes. The most common limit is $5. So $5 in quarters, nickels, and dimes. And then if you run out, then you play until you win more, and then you start paying. So the kicker is what happens when someone loses their pie. That's when you use the wall game kitty. This is another house rule, so that if somebody loses their pie, there's a little pot that can be used to pay the winner. The reason the league doesn't like putting a limit on it is because they think that if someone wins, they should be rewarded. This is how you can reward them. When there's a wall game, if everybody pitches in a quarter, then anytime somebody loses their pie, there's a little pot that you can use to pay them out of. And then at the end of the day or the end of the night for your session, you divvy out what's remaining. So that's a wall game kitty. That typically coincides with a pie. Pie with a wall game kitty, 2 different house rules. The next one is an ante. This is a set amount of money, small amount, that everybody contributes before the game. The winner of the game gets the ante. And this ante builds. It can grow. So every game you put in a quarter. Every game you put in a quarter. Whoever wins gets the ante. So that's another wall game. Or not wall game, but another way to, I guess, kind of spice up the game. The next one is a boom joker. A boom joker is one of the jokers. You put some kind of a mark on it, like a sticker, like a little round sticker, or maybe you use a blank tile in place of a joker and call it a boom joker. Basically, if anybody wins with a boom joker, you get a bonus, like $1 from each player. Boom joker, that's what that's called. I have a typo in there. It's not a book joker, it's a boom joker. So boom joker, I only recently heard about this particular house rule, but if the boom joker is in your hand, it's just a regular joker as far as its purpose or use. But if it's in your hand and you win, you get an extra bonus amount. And then the last one, I believe this is the last one. It's called last tile. This is when a player wins after picking the last tile in the wall. They'll get a bonus amount set by the group, whatever that could be. So a bonus for picking Mahjong on their last tile. If it's the last pick, maybe this should be called last pick instead of last tile. Some people might say each player on their last pick would get the bonus, but then whoever ends up with the very last tile in the wall, that would get a bonus if it is the winning tile. So there are variations on this one, either last pick or last tile. And I guess I could double this slide and call the first one last pick and then the next one last tile. But whatever it is, it would be a bonus amount in addition to the regular payout. And that's it. Those are the allowances as far as house rules. If anybody knows any other house rules when it comes to inflating the reward of a win, let me know. Kathleen says it would be interesting to have a discussion about how each of these table rules distort the game and how they affect strategy. Some of them are just based on pure luck. However, the pie, I don't think would affect anything. The kitty, I don't think it would have any effect. The ante, though, if there were an ante and I was playing, I would play easy hands and I would play for the quickest, cheapest win to get the ante. So that would impact the game because I would go for a 25-point hand and just play to win quick to get to the ante. And then the boom joker, that's pure luck. And then, of course, you would just keep it in your hand and you would just not make any decisions to reveal that joker that could be exchanged, I suppose. Maybe the boom joker could impact the game because if you expose it, someone could do an exchange and get the boom joker. So it's kind of like a hot potato in that sense. So there may be a bit of an impact on the boom joker. And then as far as last tile, that would be just pure luck. Let's see. Wes says, if you play with house rules and the group plays for money, how much should a new player plan to bring to be sure not to run out of money? You ask before you go if they play with a pie. and then they'll tell you the limit for the pie. So they'll say, we play with a pie, a $5 pie, or a $10 pie, or a $25 pie. Once I played in a marathon weekend, and we had a $50 pie. And I believe that we played doubles as well. So when you roll the dice and they're doubles, I thought doubles was in here. What happened to doubles? Rolling the dice to break. If East rolls doubles, I overwrote a slide. If East rolls double on the dice, then it doubles the value of the whatever the winning hand is. So that's another allowance. House roll, doubles it's called. So you just ask if they play with a pie, and if they don't play with a pie, I would say it depends on how long you play. If I'm playing for 6 hours without a pie, I would probably come with $10. And of course I would play not to lose. I would play to win, and I wouldn't want to lose $10. But I would say it depends on how long if you play for 3 hours, which is not long enough in my opinion. If I'm playing Mahjong, I want to play for at least 6 hours. Not everybody can sit that long, but I can, especially when it comes to Mahjong. But if you're playing for 3 hours, maybe $5. That's not a whole lot of time. I mean, it's 12 games. Let's say you win, I guess the standard, or not the standard, but the average win rate is 20%. So you could win 4 out of 12, expect to win 4 out of 12-ish. So any other questions? What did you think, though, about how I shared about the impact from house rules, Kathleen? Did you have any comments on that? Anybody know of any other house rules that raise the value of the hand? I can't think of any others. Nobody has any more questions? Oh, shoot, I lost it. All right. So, doubles. Good here. Okay, I guess we're good to go. Okay, Kathleen says, I think there are more strategic impacts to explore. Fun to consider how I would adapt my game to the house rule in play. Yeah, I think if more money were on the table, or the potential, let's see, if there were, let's say, a higher pie or playing for doubles where the stakes are higher, in a high stakes game, I think the key is the quote I shared in the beginning of this session. Win little, win big, win little. Go for the easier hands and play to win, push to win. Increase your assertiveness in decision making. Play defensively, and also always be assessing your position to determine how much risk you can take in the game. That's going to be the key to coming home a winner. Judy says, if you roll doubles to break the wall when East and you Mahjong, everybody pays double. I thought it was, well, the way that I've heard about rolling doubles is any win, even if you're not East. So if I'm East and I roll the dice and I roll doubles and West wins, they get paid double. Oh, I think that's what you're saying, Judy. Yeah, that was in here. I just overwrote it. Allowances, doubles. So I put it back in there. I added it back in there. Okay, so that goes here. Double, double. Hold on. Last pick. Okay. What? All right, let's see. Oh, I know another one. Add a 0 to the value on the card. That's another one. I don't even know what that's called. Just add a 0. So for example, the first hand under the year, to any 25-point hand would be $2.50. That would be a high stakes game. No pie. Come with loot. I guess I better add that because I have played in that game. Let's see, Joe. Hi, Joe. We had an odd even date pot. Odd even date pot. The first player to win an odd hand on an odd date gets the pot. Same idea for even. Odd even date pot. So how do you feed the pot? Is it like the ante? So if you're new to the game, always ask what rules they play by and if they have any house rules in regards to payout, whether you're playing for score or for money. And especially if you're playing for money, because you want to make sure you come with enough money. I had a, oh, let's see. Kathleen says some groups playing table rules, but don't know their table rule. Oh, I know. Joe says it's only the first win we'd throw in a buck. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. That's why there's such confusion out there sometimes, yes. When I was growing up, what my mom would do, she's the group leader, so the leader would always determine the specials, and everybody would pitch in $2 for the session. $1 was a tip or additional gratuity to the staff at the club, and the other dollar was used for 50-50. So whoever was high for the day got half the pot, and whoever was low for the day got the other half of the pot. So everybody contributed the money, and then the pot was split between high and low. So if you had a terrible day, you still would walk away with a little bit of money. So it wouldn't feel so painful. All right. Does anybody else have any other comments, questions? Trying, oh, yes. Yeah, here we go. I needed to add, let me see here. I guess it would be, add a 0. That's not a good name. Like move the decimal. Move the decimal. Sorry about that. That's Riley. Decimal to the right, I guess. Oopsies. Call it 10 times. 10x. That's what we could call it. 10x. Add a 0 to the base value of the hand. No pi. Come with a bankroll. Instead of add a 0, payout multiplier or 10x. I called it 10x. Let's see here. Here's the new presentation. Pi, wall game, kitty, doubles, which I'll put dice on there. Then we have 10x, and I'll come up with some image here. And then here we have the ante, boom joker, and last pick. The other variation on last pick is if you, well, wait a minute. Last pick is self pick, but it could be, I guess the variation would be self pick win while picking from the last wall, or self pick win on the last tile from the wall. The other would be self pick win for by player, I guess, by player. So there are several ways that you can slice it, really. So I guess these are all variations. If a player declares Mahjong after picking the last tile in the wall, they receive a bonus amount set by the group. The variations are last pick for each winner, or for each player, or each player's last pick. Oops. Each player's last pick. Self-pick win while picking from the full wall, the last wall in general. Self-pick win on the last tile, the final tile. Maybe that's what that should be called. Final tile from the wall. Final tile. Okay. Excuse me. Did I miss what? Does C equals 10? All right, I guess that's going to do it. Thank you for bearing with me during the money part of this session. But you should always be prepared for house rules and ask before you go to a game. If you're new to the game, always ask. If you're going to play with a new group, ask if they have house rules and ask if they play for money. You don't want to show up without a little purse of some kind with money. Because that would be embarrassing. We wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want anyone to be embarrassed or be unprepared. We wouldn't want anyone to be unprepared. All right, I guess that's going to do it for this live stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the games. We had a couple of wins in there, I think. So that was a lot of fun. It's always good to win at least once when you play. And let's see. So we'll be back again next Monday for Nitty-Gritty. Let's Play live stream. And let me tell you what the topic will be next time. Calculating risks. That's a good one. Well, they're all good. I think they're all good. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Appreciate you being here. All of you. Thank you so much, moderators, for helping monitor the chat. Tomorrow we'll be here for Obsessed Let's Play live stream. Wednesday, members only Let's Play live stream. Beat the Pro on Thursday, and then Simply Social on Friday. Monday through Thursday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time, and then Fridays 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. Oh my gosh, yeah, and tonight we're going to be back because I'm going to do a offstage update for the fundraiser that I'm going to be doing in October. The last Saturday of October, I'm going to do a 24-hour Mahj-a-thon where proceeds will be going to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to share an update, just a quick update. I don't think there's anything new though. So it'll just be how to participate. Basically, I'll demonstrate where to go, how to participate, and then answer any questions people might have. So that's at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Feel free to join us if you're available. Thank you again for being here. I'll go ahead and sign off unless anyone has any other questions. All right. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.